So you're trying to get business credit cards with some really high spend or some high credit limits. These are the four things that you actually have to ask yourself before you can get them. The first is, what's your current credit score? If your credit score is less than 700, you've already lowered your approval odds and you're probably not going to get high credit limits. So focus on what's wrong with your credit and build your credit. That's the biggest thing for you to figure out first. The second thing is going to be, who do you already have relationships with? If you don't have any relationships with Chase, with American Express, or maybe even Capital One, chances are you're not going to get the higher tier credit cards with the higher credit limits or the bigger sign-up bonuses. The third thing you have to look at is, based on what banks you have a relationship with, what credit cards do you have? Do you have tier 1 cards with Chase or tier 1 cards with American Express? That might still be better than having tier 1 cards with Credit One or First Premier or First Progress. Always look at getting personal credit cards with the banks you want to build business relationships with. The last and final thing is, how are you using those credit cards? If you have dinky limits or you have high utilization, when you finally go to get those business credit cards, they're never going to give you good cards. They're never going to give you high limits. They're never going to give you high spending power. Because if you can't show that you can manage it wisely on the personal side, chances are they're not going to give it to you on the business side. What questions do you have about business credit? Let's talk about it next.